I'm trying to be an adult. I'm Joseph, this is Input English. In a recent video, I talked about things that don't always go as we planned. Maybe our expectations were not met, and we needed to adapt. We needed a mature response. Yesterday illustrated that throughout the entire day for me. Now, when you come to the Input English channel, you come here for comprehensible input. I create stories and discussions, but you don't come here for rants. You're not going to get a list of complaints from me. That would not be useful to the viewership, nor satisfying to me. Also, in a recent video, I pointed out that when something happens, when there is an event, we get to decide whether it's fortunate or unfortunate. And we could look at many things that a lot of people would look at as unfortunate and find a really good path forward. This is what I endeavored to do yesterday. So what was so special about yesterday? Well, we had a band rehearsal, but this was not a usual band rehearsal. As you may know, having watched videos on the Input English channel, I'm a member of a community band. We meet every Monday evening and practice throughout the year, except that we take the summers off. Since this is in the middle of the summer, that band is not rehearsing. Our first rehearsal is in September. However, there's another band. This is a pickup band. What's that? It's a group of musicians that comes together for a particular event. It's not a rehearsed band that meets regularly. It's people called together to make music. In other words, we don't really rehearse very much. This is the project of a good friend of mine, and he does it every year. For nearly a decade, I have been participating in this event. It is for the 4th of July. One of the cities in the South Bay has an annual 4th of July celebration at one of the parks. City officials talk to the citizens. Children get to dress up as historical figures. The Boy Scouts handle the flags. And while this is all going on, it is supported by a band, a volunteer band put together by a friend of mine. The 21st century affords us wonderful abilities in this respect. Band members can download the electronic files for the music which has been purchased for this purpose. Typically on the Saturday prior to the 4th of July, we get together at a gymnasium or fellowship hall, some sort of auditorium that allows us to get together in such a large group and do a quick run-through of some of the charts. We play perhaps a third of them, and the director, who is a local music educator and a fine conductor, points out particular idiosyncrasies of each piece so that people can be aware and perform better. That get-together to run through some of the charts was yesterday. Now, I really like to record my videos in the morning so that I can edit them in the afternoon and get them uploaded. So having a first thing in the morning meeting with this group of musicians meant that I would have to record a video later in the day. To that I said, no problem, I can deal with that. We had our rehearsal. The room was relatively dimly lit, but this was not really a problem for me because I have all the music on my tablet, which is backlit. So it doesn't matter how dark the room is, I can always see my music, and I can see the conductor rather well too. The band that showed up yesterday to run through these charts represents about 2/3 to 3/4 of the people who will show up on the 4th of July. Not everybody can attend this rehearsal. What I saw was the entire spectrum of ages available for such musicians. We had a number of young musicians who were in junior high school. They looked to be 14 to 16 years old. The rest of the musicians varied in age from 20s to 80s. We came together, found our places, and right on time, the director took the podium and started the rehearsal. We knew the order of the charts because they were published online for us. What I observed is that the rehearsal went incredibly well. I was surprised at how cleanly the music was played and how good it sounded. Now we're going to be performing outdoors, so the acoustics will be different, but the things that we can control as musicians appeared to be in very good order. The rehearsal concluded right on schedule. I gathered up my things and got in the car. I headed home with the plan of recording this video yesterday. However, when I got on the freeway heading up to my house, what I found was a huge traffic jam. This time of year in the summer, when the weather is good, the weekends usually result in a lot of people going to the beach. So we have a phenomenon we refer to as beach traffic that clogs the freeways. I've been dealing with this for about 15 years, so it's very familiar, and I've learned to cope with it. I don't really get frustrated by sitting in traffic because I can always turn on the device and get 30 minutes of comprehensible input as a bonus. Yesterday was much that way. I got a lot of input in Spanish, but I was very delayed getting home. To this I said, no problem. It'll be fine. When I got home, I got the camera and tripod out, much like this, and set it up. Unfortunately, one of the neighbors was playing incredibly loud music, perhaps even with the windows open. It was incredibly loud, and the music had a driving bass line that had a very strong beat to it that was very intrusive. Now, my sound system can filter out some things, but based on experience, I knew that the sound system could not filter out that music. It was too much. So to this, I said, no problem. I can adapt to this. It'll be fine. So I gathered up my tripod, camera, and headed on a walk. I took a walk from here about 20 minutes and walked down into the redwoods, which are down behind us here, down in the valley. What I found in the redwoods was that it was about 10 degrees cooler. It was very quiet, save for the sounds of some birds. You couldn't hear any music. That's good. It was very peaceful. So I set up the camera and started making this video. Unfortunately, the disruption of my routine allowed me to not quite set the camera correctly. Having completed the recording, I didn't preview it. I knew that it was going to be fine. Well, that's what I thought. And so I hiked on back home. When I got home, I plugged the card, the SD card, into the computer and downloaded the video. To my surprise, the video was completely out of focus because the way I had set the camera up was very consistent with the way I make recordings like this, but it didn't really result in a proper video yesterday. So I had a nice video with some nice discussion lots of vocabulary, lots of interesting phrases, and it was all out of focus. It's getting a little harder to say, well, that's not a problem. I can adapt, everything's going to be fine. But that's actually what I said. It really didn't matter. That video is not usable. It's now erased. Can't do anything about it. I accept it, and now we move on. This all occurred later in the afternoon, and I was pretty tired, so instead of worrying about recording another video to replace the one that was lost, I just left it for today. This morning I came out, and the striking feature of the morning was how beautiful it was, how clear the air was, and how quiet it was. It's early enough that people are not out doing a lot of noisy things yet. When I set up the camera, I looked over and saw a rabbit. It was just me and the rabbit, the two of us enjoying this morning. And no, a hawk didn't swoop down and grab the rabbit. No, the rabbit's in the bushes, very much alive. As I categorize what happened yesterday, a couple of things come to mind. It appeared that at every step I was thwarted. That is, my efforts were being prevented by things that were beyond my control. As I discovered new obstacles, my plans became obsolete, and I had to make some new plans. What came to mind is OBE. OBE stands for overcome by events. This is a term that came out of the military. In military operations, plans are made, and then during the execution of those plans, things are observed. Observations are made. It's very common that the circumstances change so dramatically that the original plan is obsolete, completely impractical. And that's what happened yesterday. At each step of the way, my plans were thwarted and I was overcome by events. I like the expression OBE personally because it allows me to recognize that my plans will no longer work. They are obsolete, they have been blocked, and it's now time for me to formulate new plans. I think it's useful to recognize that our plans are just plans, our expectations are just expectations. Once we encounter what's really going on, that's our opportunity to be an adult. That's our opportunity to adapt and move forward. So in that vein, when you come to the Input English channel, what do you get? Well, mostly you get stories. You'll get some discussions that may include stories, but you don't get rants. No, we're not going to do that. And I strive to make sure that when I give you information, that it's accurate and supported by the facts. So no rant today. I invite comments below. And if you like videos like this, be sure to click on this one next. See you soon.